keep on running around with other women in town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I keep on telling you when you don't come home from nights out. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've had enough of these games. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've had enough of these games. You keep on running around with other women in town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I keep on telling you when you don't come home from nights out. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've had enough of these games. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. keep on running around with other women in town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I keep on telling you when you don't come home from nights out. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've keep on running around with other women in town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I keep on telling you when you don't come home from that town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've keep on running around with other women in town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I keep on telling you when you don't come home from that town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've had enough of these games. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've had enough of these games. You keep on running around.
The logo features the number 25 to mark CESAFI's 25th anniversary, celebrating its legacy of excellence. A person holding a torch, inspired by the original CESAFI logo, represents the passing of knowledge and passion from past to present, honoring those who paved the way while inspiring the next generation. The rising stars symbolize young talents who are guided by the achievements of CESAFI Hall of Famers, echoing the slogan, "A legacy built, a future inspired." Laurel leaves reflect victory and recognition, highlighting the accomplishments of athletes, coaches, and leaders over the years. Lastly, the eagle head represents strength, vision, and forward movement, capturing CESAFI's commitment to growth and excellence for future generations.
What is up, esports fans? Woo! It is the last day, and it is the last day. It is the last match for this day between a
CIT U and USC, yes.
really strong. It is I, of course, your sweetest experience that you'll ever hear. It's Rare Candy, and with me is
Your friendly neighborhood shoutcaster, Kratos. RC, we're still live here in Toronto, Canada. How's the weather feeling?
Toronto. Oh, wow. I did not know Toronto could get this hot at 40 degrees Celsius. Whew. Really. But honestly, it's going to get even hotter with this last match. And
Yes, definitely.
you know what's cooking? Our sponsors. We'd love to hear. You know, actually, I like let's see how well you know your
Oh,
sponsors.
okay.
Ooh. All right. I'm gonna give their motto, their tagline, and you're gonna tell me who's
Sure, go
the
ahead.
sponsor. All right. Let's go with Basta Hot Dog. Blank.
Virginia.
Wow. All right. Live more today with.
Smart.
All right. Leading and inspiring Filipinos to create a better tomorrow.
That's PLDT.
And for all your digital needs,
PC Express.
oh, your one-stop shop for premium prints and custom designs.
Crayon Lab.
Catch every clash, every play, and every victory at CESAFI Esports League. Stream it live through our official media partners.
I think Smart app?
Yes.
Yes.
Smart apps with Puso P, and of course, also to MSL and MC.
yeah.
You know. Yes. And last but not the least, our venue partner.
CIT U.
Yes, here we are live here at the senior high school lab. Whew.
Yes, in their Canada branch, no? Sa
Yes,
CIT, yes.
Toronto,
Canada Institute of Technology.
Well, and of course, you can catch us at our Facebook stream. You can like, share, And
Yes.
you can honestly can come over here too.
Yes. If you're
Where
watching here at the MSC and the MCC page, no, make sure you follow us on our page, CESAFI Esports League. Oh, we also have our TikTok and our YouTube channel. So you guys just search CESAFI Esports League. You will see our channel on our the first results in the search results.
And yes, and speaking of search results, let's do a review, a recap of the matches that happened today. Grabe, super, super hype. And the party does not stop with those three matches. We still have,
Definitely.
yes, USPF, BC, who, for early opener, really, really hype. Second, CEC and UCLM, also a banger. With, wow, an upset here by CEC and CDU and USC Main, a valiant effort from both teams. And of course, the game that we are gonna experience today is, well,
CIT U versus USC.
What I can consider as going to be the hottest. Not only because it's the last match of the day, but also because it's also the most
Awaited,
anticipated.
yes.
Yes. These two teams talaga.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of our viewers here that have been waiting for this match, and also have a lot of supporters here for both teams here live in the library, right outside, right?
Yes, and this is why I want to explain why these two teams are anticipated. You have in the brackets in the standing here, of course, USJR already securing their playoffs spot with 9 points already. Followed closely by UC Main, also going to be near with the 9-point total.
Yes.
Yes, but that's not all. We have USPF and BC still, again, neck and neck, ready to take that spot. And CDU still probably
Yes.
will have their time to shine. We're still waiting for that.
We're
and
still waiting for that,
yes.
definitely.
But again, we cannot count them out. Not until the final game drops. All right. But now let's move on to the final game for the Group B.
Yes, and for Group B, the top of the pack here is going to be USC, one of the teams that are going to be participating into this series, and the close second will be their opponent, CIT U,
Yes.
both with having 8 and 5 points respectively. So these are the two teams that are in the top of their standings here at the Group B, and following them for the third spot is going to be CEC with 4 points, and UCLM tying them for 4 points, while UPC has been eliminated, sadly.
Unfortunately, it's a big sad that we wish them the best for the next season. However, yes, this is why this is the most anticipated game for this last match. It's USC CITU, the top of the boards, and this is the storyline we have. Whose light will shine the brightest? Who is gonna burn out, or who is gonna surpass like a supernova? Whoa,
Wow, this is
Starlight.
indeed going to be interesting, as both teams they do have their superstars. No, I remember, I think it was CIT players clip that went really viral with the 500 likes.
That's
You remember
true.
that clip? I think it was Vin one with the
almost
5-man
600
sweep.
clips. Yes, Vin one. And honestly, I'm pretty sure we have so many questions. We have so many things that are running through our heads. And you know who's the best person to ask for that?
Ooh, who is it?
Oh, I think you're reading my mind. Chani.
Hi, creators. Hi, Rare Candy. How are you guys today?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. What about you?
I'm doing good.
Fine.
It's finally our last match for today. But of course, guys, I was able to ask our players for this match. So I heard that our players here, they have their way to maintain their mental and physical state.
Ooh. Can you explain more how they get to always keep their energy? It's already 4 p.m. How could they still maintain so much of their energy?
Well, CIT, Vin1, shared that to improve his mental fortitude, he does jogging. Come on, guys. You guys do jogging?
I honestly we're same because I like to jog or run away from my problems.
Not run towards your problem.
Okay,
That's me. That's me.
maybe because sometimes you are the problem, but
Yeah.
we love you regardless.
Valid.
But
Yes.
of course, guys, also someone from CIT shared, Santi. He plays basketball and volleyball, and he plays it competitively.
Wow. Ooh, double threat. No, triple threat. ML, volleyball, basketball. Ano pa? What more? What can he not do pala? Any more?
Well, USC also, hindi sila magpapatalo. Si Sivgod, he is a libero sa volleyball niya, and he also plays it, and he was able to win in his match.
And actually translates really well to Emma because I know he's an XP laner and it's his job, sumisid, magda-dive.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yes, he's the
Basically.
diver of the team. We'll have to see that in action in his ML. But yeah, what about you, Chan? Aren't you not inspired of like this action? You know what? I want to ask this. Do you lift, bro?
Lift? I lift my lashes, sis.
Ay.
Oh,
slay.
Slay! Woo! Ay, okay, it's not
Okay.
lift, bro. Lift, sis.
Yes, exactly, sis. But of course, that's it for my chica, guys. Now, to lift the energy more, let us get to know the teams for the match 4.
Thank you so much, Shane. And let's get to it.
Stepping into the land of dawn, let us welcome the CIT U Wildcats. With determination and warrior spirit, give it up to USC Warriors. Ladies and gentlemen, the Wildcats and Warriors are now ready. The thrill is about to begin, and now Kratos and Rare Candy, take it away.
And there we have it. The top 2
In
of
Group B.
the Group B brackets. We have USC, the Warriors, and CITU Wildcats. And honestly, we have so much to say about these teams that I got. They are very, very competitive. They've shown that they are here what they deserve, how they got the settings.
Definitely.
And this time with the Wildcats, each one of these players is worth something to note for. You have Broccoli, this guy, super aggressive, super on point
Yes.
with the engage. Vlad, your insurance maker. He is there to clutch. Ooh, esports word of the day, clutch. And you got the Wish You, providing so much of that control.
Yes.
The amount that they could provide for the rest for his team.
Definitely.
And you have Vin1, the
Yeah.
clip maker,
The
the
clip maker,
600
yes.
likes 5-man
Yes.
scoop. Wow, it's still I think everyone is still haunted by that with that 5-man scoop from from the previous weeks.
Yes.
And definitely Santi. Also, this guy stole the Lord
Yes.
from other teams too. Again, he was their secondary jungler.
Yes.
This team is very, very tight knit. Chemistry is on point. They are ready to go. Now, wow. Now, of course,
They're locked in, bro.
They're locked in. It shows.
Definitely.
With the Ano. But of course, that's not to say with the USC we have the Digger. Digger. What can I not say about this guy? He is the roam to watch out for. You need
Definitely.
to always to keep an eye out on him, or you are blink once and you're gone. Not he's gone, you're gone from the team. Then you have Luke TZ from also a notorious clip farmer here
Yes.
with last week with the chasing Moskov, chasing down a Freya from the previous games. Akaki, the jungler, really holding the glue for the teams. Then you have Shiv God, as I said, Libero, dives, no hesitation, no fear, an upset, and they have Dazai as their mid laner. What can you say so far more?
This is gonna be an interesting lineup for USC. Luke TZ, he's generally the last time we've seen him was last season, and he was playing as a jungler. It looks like they're having a new blood here, playing as a jungler. So this is gonna be an interesting play here from USC. And for CIT, we mentioned this earlier, or rather off camera as well, that there's only one player left from CITU that was from season 2. Do you remember
Yes.
who that is?
Oh yes, actually that is true because I think it's sorry, words. All of them have V actually. That's because from season 2 they were the championship. They were the champion finalists.
Yes.
From season 2, CITU and USC, and of
This
course
is going to be a rematch.
this is going to be the chance to redeem themselves for, of course, for USC since they won last season. So see that season, CITU it's their chance now
Yes.
to make it. Now here we have what do they need to look out for, especially if you're a fan of CITU, you wanna see their counter engages. They wanna be the one that is the defensive. They are the scaling team. They love Ube. Just like our shirts. For just a bit of a shout out, I'm wearing purple. I'm wearing violet.
Happy
I'm
Women's
wearing-
Month,
because it's Happy Women's Month. Yes, and of course they love to do Ube. Do you know what Ube is?
Yes, ultimate bonding experience here
Yes.
has gonna be the strategy that was being made famous by VWise, the
Yes.
MPL combo.
That's why that's a bonus. That's a bonus esport word of the day, guys. Actually, the day is clutch, but you can get that one as a freebie. And of
Yes.
course, for USC, they have to be the controllers. They have to be the ones that will cage. They will have to maintain the map tempo, and we've seen that. But they need to be more consistent here. And once they know to capitalize, once they see an opening, they need to act on it. They need to pound on it before the Wildcats can counter engage.
Yes.
You see where I'm going with this?
Definitely no. And for the Wildcats naman here, I think their key to victory is going to be to counter attack. No, knowing when if and only if their early and mid game was weaker, they play for trades to keep the enemy close so they don't fall behind too much and to make sure that the counter play, that strategy is still on the tables. And the next one is going to be stronger together. And once Luke TZ comes online from USC, the pickoffs and engagements from Sivgad and Digger can snowball fight, so they have to as I said kanina, no, the counter play, they have to put it on the table if ever Luke TZ does come online, and when the stars here from San Carlos show their dominating strengths.
Likewise, and actually, good point on that. We have that Digger and Luke TZ combo. Once they're unleashed, that's going to be hard. No, that's gonna be very difficult here for the enemy team if these two can actually get there. Of course, on the other hand, once you've got Santi activated on the map, you have to look at this. You have to look at this mid jungle duo here
Yes.
for CATU. Very, very notorious for keeping up the aggression, probing for defenses, and really this is why this team is highly expected. Everyone is excited to watch this game. Super hype. So much potential here
Yes.
for each of these teams to show off. Not just show up, show off. And
Definitely, and the huge turnaround here, especially here in our venue, goes to show that everyone is just can't wait for the action to unpack here, here at the CITU.
yes, and of course, we're gonna leave this also to you guys because you're also part of this experience with us, and we have a poll for you guys. Who is gonna be winning here? We have, of course, A, CITU, B, USC, C,
Casters.
Oh,
Sir.
well, I'm not gonna vouch, but this guy is really good. And then D, we have We Forge Legends, which is actually kind of actually, it's C and D is this guy. Is this option for this guy because he's a legend, not the rank. But honestly, yes. And if you wanna take part and actually pitch your votes, you can do it so in our Facebook stream. Do that by liking and sharing, and honestly, also just commenting itself.
Yes. No. Don't forget to follow the page as well and our other channels in TikTok and on YouTube. And if you're watching this from the MSL and the MSC page, make sure you visit us, CESAFI Esports League. Just search it on Facebook, YouTube, or TikTok. Just follow us there, and you'll be staying tuned to our updates. We have updates on the team statistics and more chicas. We upload regularly on there as well.
Yes, and also don't hesitate to, if you really like what you're seeing right now, you can follow us individually. We've got me. You can at me at Rare Candy Cast, where I do more than just casting. Sometimes I do some hosting, some voice acting. So honestly, I cover whole bases.
Wow.
Also follow this guy too, Kratos, the humble god.
At James Reed official. But we have the drafting ready for us right now. Rare Candy, it's just gonna be very explosive. Can't wait. First ban is going to be Matilda right away.
Ooh, all right. That versatility going to be taken away for CIT U by USC. They know they have to respect. They have to respect that how
Yes.
much this team can handle with that level of utility. And I expect the carry side for USC to be taken away here. They know that the jungle here with Akaki has to be respected here. Leo Moore taken away, but Santi's Kadita, we've seen this in previous weeks now. They have been very, very successful with this pick now. Now,
Yes.
again, now with the mid jungle shaping up the mid roam, actually they're being the ones banned here, but the carries are the ones that are being taken away here by CIT U. So they really, really want to force USC into a more controlled approach where they can bait out a lot. And again, another utility,
Yes.
semi-utility pick here
If-
for USC is going to be banned out. So
If-
we want to see maybe a force to a utility tank pick here for the side of CIT U.
If you notice the bans here, this is most likely intentional. Though we have a lot of mobile heroes here. No, the dash for the guiding wind and the fast-moving heroes here. All bans are very mobile. I think it's because due to the map here, the river is expanding river.
Yes.
So it does give a lot of movement speed boost to the heroes whenever a turtle spawns or dies.
Okay, and with that, the early game pick here for USC is Jushin being opened up, but is responded immediately with that jungle Suyu and Grok. Now, this opens up a little bit more of the early game dive potential here for the side. Carry being taken out, and it's, of course, the Joy and the Khalid. Really, really honing into that early to mid-game control, especially for the objective fights. Now, what do you think is going to be the response? Maybe they might go for like a more long-ranged here. Barca is still open here for the side, but ooh,
This
it's
is
a counter pick towards the Joy.
Yeah, this is pretty good. I think the Phobius is really a thorn in for USC here, especially in the backline. So this might cut their options for their gold lane or even their tank here. So just to have less dash to lessen the procs here of the Phobius's passive ability.
Alright, and you know what? Since the Grok has been taken here, Yves is still open here. There might be an opening here as a bait here for the side of USC. Does CIT U want to take the Eve here for as part of that wombo combo with that tectonic charge with that Grok? But since Lunos has been the stocks for the Grok here, pairing up with that Eve is actually getting really higher right now. Meanwhile, for the side of USC, they could actually counter pick, take away some really key roam and utility here. But it's going to be their Harriet that's going to be taken here. Again, relatively really good pickup here, especially with that Phobius being on the side of CIT U.
There is going to be a very niche counter here. As I said, yes, the Esmeralda. That was what I was gonna say. Niche counter here. The Phobius' shield and the Harris generating shield with her Chrono Dash. The Esmeralda is gonna do well against that with her passive. It's gonna be stealing the shield. So good drafting here for USC Warriors and CIT U. Very well-rounded draft naman as well, no? Especially with that Suyu and the Grok. It's very, very tough on the jungle here for CIT U.
Yes, and they do now have some late game insurance with that Sicilian. Again, it's a really good spread of combination. Really good counter picks here for the side of USC with that Esmeralda dealing with that Chrono dashing Harriet and also Phobius. So there's an interplay here between these two teams, and
Yes.
we can't wait. And again, this lines up with what we have for their keys of victory, and you have USC needing to take control of that early game and objectives in order
Yes.
to snowball. But we'll see in action itself as we get to game 1 for the last match. The last
Yes.
match of this day.
Definitely.
USC versus CIT U.
One of the most awaited games for today, guys. Here in the Land of Dawn, finally here, seeing both these teams Ooh, I can't wait. And right now, right away, the pressure is here. Broccoli gets ganged up by 4 members. He does have to use the flicker just in order to save his life.
Yes, that was a very, very snappy rotation here. Seeing that Broccoli was alone here, they had making him force that flicker away. Of course, it's gonna be back up in the second
Yes.
fights. Yes. Now here
Oh,
we have
Broccoli, no flicker, and he's almost gonna get knocked off. The possibility of Dazai doesn't get filled up, so clear disengage.
Yes, of course, in the draft of USC, they kind of have to respect that Jushin really strong during the early levels, forcing out. So that's why Broccoli has to play a little bit more defensively, immediately expending the flicker just to get out of it, lest he gives the first blood to USC.
Yes, I really like the IGN of this Soyo Wisher here. Real.
Yes, real. He's real because he's not imaginary, and yet he's gonna show how real it's gonna get. Ooh, really key timings here with the 10 seconds till the first turtle fight is
Oh,
gonna happen.
in one, he does not get the green buff. He's still at level 3, but the rest of the teammate it has the backup. Akaki does have that dash available, so it's gonna be a disengage.
Ooh, the electrifying beats already used here by Akaki. That
Yes, we've
does
got-
not bode well here for USC, as they have without that level 4 electrifying beats, that really key engage here. And also Akaki being really low health, having to recall.
Yes.
Now they have to make this. They have to rush this here already. The Santi
Third
using
hole, it's going to be Santi who
Santi
takes
does
it down
the
here in the back line. Akaki is dashing electrifying beats on towards Bean1. He's really tanky. He's hammering Akaki, but Akaki, he has that fast movement speed as high. It's gonna get really messy right now. Digger in front of the team members here. The wall and the wild charge will burst down. Save God Dito, CIT U takes the first blood and the turtle.
And Santi does it again! Objective. This guy does not miss. He is the secondary jungler for the side of CIT U. He gets this. The turtle, then the Lord here from previous game. Already here. Ooh, Digger having to come back here. Wish we're here was taken out. Digger having to run for their life. Vlad is chasing them down using the Zaman Force and takes out with just one auto attack. Akaki is taken down for the count.
Amazing counterplay there for USC Warriors. They did have the back foot against now, and CIT U, they're still putting on the pressure here. We see Vlad and Broccoli on 1 kills already. Wish we were here. Unfortunately, that was a big death here for CIT U. On the jungle, Broccoli, tina-target dito. Disengage lang ngayon.
Digger, really smart play here by Digger, but still it ended up really negative here for USC with Akaki getting eliminated. As a Joy, you do not want to see that. You need to snowball this game out of the control of CITU. But then you also gave a really good gold bounty here to Vlad. Actually, the Harriet, you cannot afford to do that, because once that Harriet gets the ball rolling, he is going to be unstoppable.
I agree. This is one of the meta heroes, meta gold laners in this current patch, no? The Harith. But again, USC, they have that counter available, the niche counter. Safeguard on towards that Esmeralda. But as you can see earlier, he got really easily bursted down with Broly's wild charge. But anyways, 2 seconds until the next turtle will spawn.
Yes, and you're right. Look, TZ now maybe a little bit in the back foot in relative comparison to Vlad. However, this guy you cannot just count out. He can still scale up with that Trinity build, and once he gets that a really good blazing duet, can actually turn the tides here for the side of USC. But
wild charge onwards, Safeguard. He does have the sprint. He gets to able to use it, and he's gonna live with 1 HP. Digger back in the back lines, electrifying beats, but I don't think that's the right target. Win1 doesn't connect with the second skill, but he is on top of 4. Infernal Hammer. He's recovering HP, but not gonna be enough. Digger will be the next casualty as the Salmon Force gets committed. Vlad picks up the Feather Heaven and Wish You Were Here secures the objective. A hockey, he's gonna go back, but it doesn't connect. Dash.
And this is not what you want to see, as you see with Vlad getting another kill. The gold lead is just going to keep expanding here, and it's on the right carry with that Vlad. And it's not a carry, it's actually a Harriet. And Akaki really having to always use that electrifying beats in the wrong timings. you need that electrifying beats to at least burst down a key carry here for
Yes.
anyone to CIT. Especially Santi is now getting larger and larger by the second.
Yes. Broccoli.
Oh, Digger
catches
got
Digger,
out.
but Raging Sandstorm will provide him crowd control immunity to escape. That was really dangerous for Digger there.
Yes, and again, big props to Broccoli finding these like wild charges.
Oh, Broccoli
I
gets
might have
knocked
cursed him a
off.
little bit.
He's gonna be very tanky. Even USC, they're not gonna be able to burst
Digger.
down Broccoli. Digger,
Oh.
though he has that flicker, he's gonna escape Infernal Hammer here from Bin 1.
Digger
Woo!
here. Digger, so many close calls here. You're having to use that sand guard, but still, Broccoli, even though he's very tanky now, but still keeps finding this really, really good angles to actually give value for his team. And Bin 1, this guy always somehow provides so much value as an XP
Yes.
laner. And this is what this is not what you want to see right now as USC again, but there's still so much hope, still so much damage potential here, especially if Luke TC gets to overheat, gets to the critical time points for the Claude.
Yes, and we can see the item check earlier. No, Billad is almost on his Starlium Kite, finishing the Feather of Heaven in the previous turtle. This is a snowballing havoc, and you don't want to see that. You want the your matchup Luke TZ on that Claude to be at the same pace as a snowballing havoc, but looks like Luke TZ is yet to farm his core Trinity items. Broccoli spots out Digger here. Turtle gets started here by CIT U. USC, they do have the vision, and that's gonna let CIT reset it for now, as I think it's gonna be very, very dangerous.
Ooh, that's true here. Very much the rotations here being already called out. But the rest of the team... Oh! Zaman Force already
Force.
used Shiv God, but he'll somehow make it his way back into his tower. Meanwhile, Luke TZ is gonna be sneaking out possibly a tower here while the rest of his team fights for
Yes.
the turtle here already. They have it as a
Digger
critical.
does have to
Digger.
get used. This Raging Sandstorm for a skip earlier.
Whoa!
Watcher connects onto Tuahaki, gets really low. He's gonna be able to dash away. Meanwhile, Wishwer here finally secures the objective onwards. Digger
Ooh,
does not have the
Santi!
flicker, and the burst from Santi will delete him off this map. Wishwer here
Ah,
will dash on towards the
Dazai!
backline. Dazai gets catched out, but flicker away. Will save his life. And Force will burst down Haki. Unfortunately, that's going to be the second death here for USC score.
Unfortunately, it's always Akaki getting forced out, but Luke TZ tries to
Blazing
use
Duet.
the Blazing Duet. Might get the blue buff here, but no, has to run for his life as
Yeah.
Broccoli, wish you were hunting him down, flickers out just to escape with... Oh, this is full health actually. Now, here, a consolation here for the side of USC is they got the bottom tower, but still, the trade is not fair here for the side. With CITU not only getting the turtle, but also getting the middle lane turret.
Yes, and I think the middle lane turret is more important than a side lane turret,
Yes.
since it opens up the enemy's jungle. So CITU definitely have the early and mid game advantage on this one.
That is true, and that is what it evens out because even Vlad gets the bottom turret here from USC, and the gold lead now is blooming for CITU at 3K here, almost 2K, with Luke DZ having to play catch up with that farm. Again, you have to say, ooh,
Bin
Bin
one.
one.
Save God, he does have the falling star moon to escape the wall, does not catch him, and look, TZ still doing his job again with the split push. Look at the top third, it's almost falling apart.
Yes, that's true, but look at
Wild
here,
charge
bro,
and the
wild
flicker
charge.
connects on towards
Dazai.
Dazai. Of course, will get committed as well. Crimson Lantern
Killing
does not provide
spree.
enough shield, and he falls down. Save God in the backlines, able to commit and use his sprint to escape, but Broccoli with the flicker wild charge.
He has no hesitation. He immediately sees go
Yeah.
kill. His senses are snappy. He does not hesitate at all. He will go for, and anyone that he dashes onto will get taken off the map. And it's going to the right character because Vlad is 3-0-1. This guy, as I mentioned, is going to be even more unstoppable.
Yes,
So
and-
Zaman Force here, good force though here by Akaki, taking out that Zaman Force early before any engages actually.
Yes, and right now Akaki, he's gonna be able to catch up with the XP and the gold here. They are on the same level with Wish You Were Here, but damage-wise, I think he's too squishy to deal consistent DPS on towards the back lanes here for CITU. Vlad is really really itchy right now.
Yes, the positioning here has to be very, very critical here for USC. They cannot let Akaki always brunting the initial burst here so that he can deal back. He does have ways to get to the backline with Santi. However, he's always getting focused down. He needs to find a much different angle here
Yes.
for if he ever wants to give a winning team fight here for the side of
Bro,
USC.
Paulie.
But Chip God.
He did use the wild charge earlier. We don't see his ultimate icon up online, so no wild charge for now until the turtle. So it's just gonna be a lore dance.
But yeah, Santi and Vlad, this is one you have to look out for as they are getting larger and larger as the second grows.
Paulie gets knocked up. No one gets caught on
Whoa,
the flat. Implosion Raging Sandstorm will knock out Bro Paulie.
Summon
Meanwhile,
Force.
Dito Zaman Force
Digger.
gets targeted. He's gonna use his heal. He does have a
But
little bit
Akaki,
of sustainability. But Win1 and the rest of the gang is here to help sustain
Ooh,
Vlad.
Blazing
But
Duet.
Blazing Duet on towards the
Vlad
back
is
line.
alone.
That's
He's
gonna
alone.
secure the kill on towards Bro Paulie. But there's gonna be a counterplay. Luke TZ falls down, which over here. The Bloodwings will be able
Whoa,
to save his
Zaman
life.
Force.
And Force gets committed as well in the back line. That's a
Woo!
finds a portal
Vlad.
kill, and it's gonna be wipe out. Lights out
Maniac.
for CIT.
Dazai won. Gets all 4 of CITU, takes back, and this is what happens because Akaki was not focused down. He got to the back line. Santi, but Vlad, and despite Vlad trying to make a salvage play here, still gets already shut down. And this is what was needed for USC to happen. Here, look at Akaki diving down the tower here and escapes away, while the rest of CITU gets cleaned up by the USC Warriors.
Yes, definitely. So as we've said kanina, Akaki just has to find the right targets and not on towards Win1. But the Zai with the proper cleanup here, taking down Wish You Were Here in the back lines, and then on towards Vlad. So that was a perfect targeting here for USC Warriors. So if they want to win this match, they definitely have to do more of those. Definitely.
Massive swing here from USC. Now they are now leading by 1K. But still, CITU, you have a Fed Heron and a scaling Sicilian. This guy will get stronger by the second. And we're here, gets
Raging
isolated.
Sensor gets
Ooh!
connected.
Ooh!
He does have the Blood
Dazai
Wings,
won.
but the Zai does not let him live. He's gonna flicker and with the Crimson Beacon, but there's
that
gonna be
one.
some follow-up wall charge as well. Safeguard in the back line,
down.
but Seven Force gets committed. Chrono Dash, Blazing the Wood gets cancelled, and
Ooh,
Safeguard holds
Luke
down
TZ.
Luke TZ. But one finds a kill and CITU with a counter play.
It's a pound for pound. Vlad really cleans up the fights. It all started with Dazai being shut down, being taken off, and the rest of USC falls down. Really, again, both of these teams have shown that they are willing to fight tooth and nail, and they will strike at each other's throats.
Yes, definitely. And you can see in the replay, Luke TZ actually went here. There we go. He's gonna Blazing Duet, but he gets knocked up by Win1 there and then probably gets secured. I think that was one of the reasons why USC wasn't favorable in the clash.
That's true, but again, it's somewhat a similar story with CITU clearing. It could either go way. It could go either way. You have Akaki and Dazai 1 clearing everyone in CITU, or it goes the other way around. You have Vlad 1 and Santi being untouched and will clean up, eliminate everyone at USC.
Yes, definitely. As you said, it's anyone's match right now. Neither team really has a big advantage over the other. Both teams, they have kind of an equal goal, and jungler-wise, they have the levels for the retribution.
That's
so
true.
it's, yeah, anyone's ball game right now.
Yes, and as we look here at the items, you have a very, very tanky Wish You Were Here Suyu with those defensive items on top of some with the Hunter Strike as a damage here. But still, really, you have to look here at Luke TZ collecting not just his Trinity build. He finally is gonna pick up some of those key items that will help him survive even longer in fights. Now, he's another player to look out for now, especially now that he's activated. That Blazing Duet will hurt even if you're a tank.
Akaki tries to go on towards Vlad there, but there was no lore to dash onto. But right now, it's just gonna be a lore dance, I think.
Yes, but again, these positionings has to be very, very crisp, or else one can clear out the other. Again, Santi, but you have to look over at Santi. We've seen this guy smite lords with these long-range skills, whether it be a feathered airstrike or a simple backstrike. They will. This you have to look out for Santi. So they need to find a way to dive him down, especially if CIT U is going to make for a Lord Steel play.
Yes, definitely. And again, the Lord get reset. It's gonna be a Lord dance right now. Lord at 50% health. Digger just perhaps the vision. They've got on towards the back line, but it's gonna be Sivgod who takes the Lord's Avon Force on top of it. Digger will fall down right away. Crimson Beacon on towards the back line. Dazai is wreaking havoc, but Sivgod gets below, which we're here. He's gonna be able to secure the kill. The Winter Crown on towards, but Akaki is in the mid lane. Wish you were here. Promptly responds. He's gonna fall down. Dazai takes him down. The rest of the members are gonna chase USC. Dazai and Akaki, the only ones left. The Lord, they did get it though. It's marching in the bottom lane. Santi with their crown. Akaki on the trip behind beats. Bro Holly is gonna get knocked off any soon now, and it's just gonna be a disengage.
He finally heard it. Wish you were here. Could have gotten the Lord, but no. Unfortunately, Dazai won, and also Zinlu and Shiv God taking down that Lord. He said to Santi, I saw your play. Let me try for once. I'll be the one who steals the Lord. And all this time, meanwhile, Akaki was trying to push middle lane and go to try to open the mid lane here and break open this map.
Yes, you can see Sivgod falling star when it did take that Lord there. Digger gets instantly bursted down with the Zaman Force. Now Vlad changing his target on towards Sivgod, and he gets quickly ripped apart there. Wish you were here. Dazai is not easily letting him go, and he actually changes his targeting priorities. I think they might have taken the inhibitor turret there.
Yes, unfortunately, but the easy turn, very, very quick decision making here by CIT U to turn, knowing they saw that, oh, the jungler isn't here. They still lost the Lord. However, they were immediately to clear off that. The moment they see weak points like this, the jungler isn't there. We strike right now, and as you see, one of the main clearers, the main key carries here is going to be Akaki. If he cannot threaten Santi or Vlad, they will dominate. These two mage, one also a lot of DPS and a lot of burst. They can also pump out so much damage and immediately to melt anyone at USC.
Yes, I agree. As you said, both these mages, they're showing off right now. Dazai, he does have a proper mindset, but Wish You Were Here catches Digger on towards the top push. He knows the playing style of USC very well. He knows that there's going to be a rat there somehow. And CIT U, they have to be wary. The inhibitor turrets in the middle and the bottom is at low HP. So a split push here from USC can just quickly end the game just like that.
Yes, but of course, they know this. CIT U, they can sniff this one out. They have very, very good wave clear here with Santi. But
Broccoli is going to be alone here, electrifying beats. The wall charge gets committed just to buy himself some more time. He's going to live. But at what cost? The Lord is going to spawn in 15 seconds and he does not have his wall charge.
Yes, especially with that key cooldown. It's going to be very tricky here for CIT U to making a force here at the Lord. We're making a challenge, but of course, with Broccoli just regenning some of that HP out, he can still do a lot as being a front line here for CIT U. And of course, again, never take your eyes off of Santi. One moment the Lord is there, the second he strikes it down. With or not, he has the retry.
Look at this guy in the top side. He's wreaking havoc on towards Vinwan, not letting him go. And the constant poking is actually doing real damage on towards Vinwan.
Yes, they really need to make this thing happen. Oh, Digger wants to poke at something. We'll have to come back. His health pool is more than enough to take a little bit of those hits.
Yes, and now it looks like a hockey is gonna dash in. Let's have that full stack here for the electrifying beast. Wall charge! And the flicker will connect on towards looks easy. And the Crimson Beacon will actually take down Vinwan. Broccoli falls down as well. There's no jungler here. Double kill for Dazai. The Lord again as Sivgod takes the Lord. Even with Wish You Were Here having the retry. But he does find the counter player for CIT U. Vlad gets targeted by Luke TC. Luke TC takes down Vlad, and it's gonna be USC actually making the win here.
They are striking back and forth. First it was Vlad Vlad takes down Dazai 1. Then it was Luke TZ taking down Vlad. It's a back and forth.
Yes, definitely.
They're at each other's throats. They are willing to go this far for game 1 because they know the amount of tempo that they can with this match once they get ready. But already here
Santi.
Luke TZ. Oh, Santi has to make a hero play here, but
3 seconds.
gets taken out
3 seconds,
immediately.
win
Rogue
one.
Volley
I don't think.
has to have something happen here. Bin 1 and Rogue Volley. What can they do?
Oh, it's
but a one shot,
over.
but it's over. USC claims first win at this game number 1.
Well-deserved win there for USC. The Sivgod actually, again, I'm
Yeah.
still shocked how Sivgod managed to take down the Lord even
Not
with
once,
even without
twice.
Akaki, right?
Yes, once or twice. He saw that 599 like clips, or also the Santi Ceiling Lord clips. He said, "I can do better."
Yes.
Let me show you how it's done, kid. And indeed, he did. Wow, 2 Lords. That is already somewhat of a record. Not needing a retry here because the first one was Akaki just pushing down mid, and somehow they were able to clean the entirety of CIT U, and somehow they did it again. Once Luke TZ gets online, it's
Jover.
it's going to be a horror show for the enemy team once you have that Fed carry as somebody in the hands of Luke TZ. But still, we know CITU will not let this go down without a fight. They have something to show. They have something in their pockets, in their sleeves for game number 2. And of course, Dazai won with the Maniac earlier. 9 kills with only 3 deaths. Surprising because you have only 2 assists as a mage player. That is surprising.
Yes.
As a fellow mage player, usually you even out with the assists and the kills, but this guy, he is a carnivore mage player. He does not farm assists. He takes kills.
Yes.
And that is it. And wow, these 2 teams, they are at each other's throats. Even though they did say they are they respect each other's rivals, and you see that in their gameplay. You see the amount of respect and the skill that they're willing to show each
Yes.
other. And each play, each Rogue Holly, as I said, will find angles, and anytime he dashes, somebody dies on the enemy team. But and then they got Vlad and Santi fed earlier. Look at here, finding those critical engages. Still, we will see more of that in game number 2. And big props to USC. They really held it out even despite the early game going to a CITU. They waited out, they farmed, and then they strike back. They got what they wanted, and boom, takes game 1 out of CITU's hands.
Definitely. And CITU, I think Broccoli in that last clash, he did the perfect setup there, finding a Holly in the back lines. But it looks like Luke TZ, as you said, he was just really fed, man. And he was just able to take down the members here from CITU, and the Zai just cleaning them up. And that was USC's very dangerous poison here in CITU. USC, they just came out on top in this game 1.
That is true. You see this marksman. When you see these 2 marksmen, Vlad and Luke TZ, you don't watch them during the early game, but still, what a duel of the marksmen.
Yes.
They were miraculous. You see Luke TZ dancing around, also Vlad dancing around, and as we see here on this item, it's a full build Harith here with Vlad. See, if it could have gone either way, it was either of those. It could have gone either way, and still USC came out on top. Big props to the carries here. Akaki, even though he was on the back foot, a little bit forced out, always getting controlled, getting isolated, getting bursted down immediately, somehow made it. And of course to Shiv God, without a damage build, gets 2 Lords. He did not need a retribution at all.
Yes, I think Bushur here has to sharpen up his retribution in game 2. In order to make sure that their team doesn't really lose out on the objectives. Because even though, as we said, there was no Akali on that last Lord. But Wish You Were Here, he did lose that retribution battle against no one. Just Civ God with no retribution. So it's definitely in game 2.
You know
Wish
what?
you were here.
The Lord, I think the Lord fights are not between the two junglers. It's between CIT U Santi versus Shiv God
Yes.
from USC. And of course, to have more of that, if we needed any more excitement, we actually have a little bit of a surprise for that. And I know who's gonna give that. Do you know?
Let's go to Chain.
Let's go, Chain. What do you have for us?
Thank you so much for that, caster. And here with me is Moik, one of our MLBB casters. Hi there, Moik. So I have a little game for Moik. Moik, I want you to create your perfect lineup, choosing only from the CL players. Okay? Do you have someone in mind?
Yes, I'm ready.
One more?
I'm ready.
Okay. So Moik, who do you choose as your roamer?
It's gonna be Leren from the USJR Jaguars.
Okay. What about your jungler?
Our jungler is gonna be Onion Rings from the CEC Blue Dragons.
And what about the XP laner?
My XP laner is gonna be Civ God from the USC.
Sivgod. Okay. Now what about the gold laner, Moik?
That's gonna be Look TZ from the USC Warriors.
And lastly, who will you choose as your mid laner?
That's gonna be none other than Santi from the CIT U Wildcats.
Amazing. Now, Moik, what will be the name of your team?
More Kinetics. Let's go.
Moik Kinetics. Wow, that was really fanatic. That's really fun. Okay, thank you so much for that, Moik. Now, do you have any shout outs or message to anyone?
Shout out to the judge for Crazy Hat. Let's go. I hope I win. Let's go.
Wow, what a crazy hat you really have here, Moik. Thank you so much for that, Moik. And now that's it for a little interview. Now let's pass it to a little break. Let's chill out first and we'll be right back.
With other women in town, I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I keep on telling you well. You don't come home from my town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out.
And he has magically appeared with a new hat. Woo! What do you think?
You look really dapper, bro.
Thank you so much. It is very well thought out. And of course, after that one game, I had to change my hat. Wild. It was wild. Super, super heated up. My hat couldn't take it. That's why I had to do my separate one, my alternative, my emergency hat here. And of course, that would not have happened with those two lineups. And speaking of lineups, we have also a very stacked lineup of sponsors that we would like to thank. First and foremost, we'd like to give a shout out to Virginia, who always fills our bellies with basta hot dog.
Virginia.
And of course, our phones would also like to thank for the internet provided by Smart and PLDT. With Smart,
Live more.
live more. And of course, to also PLDT, who is always there inspiring and leading Filipinos to a better tomorrow. And of course, let's give a big hand to our digital supplies for all your digital needs. You go to
PC Express.
PC Express, and now with our also for our fits, we gotta give a shout out to our fits. Although these are not made by that, but your one-stop shop for premium prints and designs. Who do you go to?
Crayon Lab.
Yes, and of course, if you want more alternatives to our Facebook Live, you can catch us at our partners for every moment of CESAFI Esports League. We have our Smart Sports and Puso P, and also to MSL stream in the in MCC.
MSC. page.
MSC. Thank you
Yes.
so much for correcting. That's why you're here. I love you're always here with me. And of course, thank you for also giving us a home for CESAFI Esports League. Big
CIT.
shout out to CIT U
Yes.
here at their senior high school library.
Yes.
Whew. Our second home, no third home of CESAFI Esports League. Do you
Yes.
have anyone to thank for?
Yes, other than that, thank you so much to our sponsors. But anyways, guys, make sure you follow us on our page in Facebook at CESAFI Esports League. If you're watching the live in the MSC and the MSL page, make sure to check us out. Just search CESAFI Esports League on Facebook. We're also on YouTube and TikTok as well. You can follow our channel and our TikTok account. We post regular updates there on team statistics, and we upload chicas as well. And a lot of our teams, we let them dance on TikTok.
Yes, catch us a little bit for our other casters are also going to do that too. But on top of the CEL SOCMED, we have also our individual SOCMEDs. We're very individual. We have very different styles. We have a wide cast of casters here. You can follow more of me at Rare Candy Cast. You can check me out at my Facebook and also on Instagram. And of course, to my fellow co-caster here, who's very famous
James
outside
Reed
of
Official.
CESAFI. Yes, he is. Catch his latest album. We don't know when. Maybe after this is gonna start recording. Yes, you can check us out there. Yes, comment down on the link below, or you can just search us Rare Candy and Kratos.
Yes. Well, going back to the series, it was very an amazing game one. No, do you think game two USC is going to sweep this series, or CITU will go back and force a game three?
Knowing these two teams, I definitely need to bet on CITU taking a game off of USC. They cannot let this happen. These are, again, one of their quotes to Sean in earlier Chica session. They said that they have acknowledged that CITU are their rivals, and they will not quit. They won't just quit with being swept with that, especially with these two being in the top bracket of their groups.
Yes, I agree. No, and funny you say that they mentioned that they consider themselves each other as rivals, but they also consider each other as friends.
Yes, that's true. You can be friendly rivals, and we'll see how those friendly rivals will turn it up in game number 2, drafting. Now, we have here CITU being on the blue side here, first pick. They need to go a little bit differently here. They need to approach the draft now, knowing what they had here. So, Leo Ward is going to be the first bat. Again, really centering on those very high damage carries. They know each of the respective
Yes.
potential, especially when given a high, strong meta pick here for USC. And it's going to be their Leo Ward is their priority ban of choice here. Jushin is now being taken away from USC, even though they picked it in game number 1. And then carry is the response here. So again, going for those key damage carries, a lot of carries
Yes.
being picked out here by CITU against USC. Now, the utility picks here is, as always, the focus here for USC. They have done their research. CITU needs to enable as much as possible their carries, and also Santi and Binwan. These are key playmakers, and they need to get some resources. They need to be played around with. But again, we'll see maybe if there's any adaptation here by CITU here. Now, already have Binwan picking out their first pick. What is going to be? Is it going to be the utility, or is it going to be a damage here? What do you think?
There's gonna be a lot of options as a first pick. Now that the Freya's open, they actually take down the Freya as well. But anyways, let me just put a quick side note. If you guys are wondering what the center in the bottom center of our stream means, a flying cloud is just basically a map, like a map version of the playing field, the flying cloud, which means the cloud is flying.
Yeah, Cloud is truly excellent observation.
Yes.
Speaking of observation, earlier in the Chica session, we have in the interview, you had Mike talk about his Moy kinetics. What insightful analysis can you talk about from that lineup?
Oh, the synergy is there.
Better well said, truly like the flying cloud. And also, another key is the grass is green. Well, now it's purple because it's Women's Month.
Yes,
And
definitely.
with that, we have truly another insightful analysis. You have two globals here being taken by CITU. They have two maps, and they have Freya being their damage carrier, but they have Wu Zaishan and the Mountain Shocker from the Yi Sun Shin. But they are going to be responded by the Kalea, Suyu, and Ruby as from the side of USC. Now,
Yes.
really key here with that damage carry for USC. Suyu, we've seen Akaki doing really good on assassin picks. Despite being back-footed earlier, he still somehow got a lot of value. Now, this time it's gonna be him piloting this Suyu, as opposed to earlier it was Wish You Were Here going with that Suyu. Now with possibly Yi Sun Shin either going gold lane or going to Wish You Were Here this time.
I think the Suyu is going to be a really good pick against the heroes here for CITU. And since because when the Suyu was picked last game, there was a lot of like very tanky and hard to burst down heroes such as Civ God on that Esmeralda. So that Suyu didn't really have a lot of targets in the back lines. But right now with the YSS is kind of like very nimble but also very squishy as well. And so is the Zetyan.
Yes, but again, very good ramp damage here by CITU. Now, taking out the Sora, USC respect ban Vin1's Sora. This guy finds the different types of scoops literally all the time. Again, the clip was by Vin1 with that 5-man scoop, so they cannot let that get away that easily now. But look, TZ on his Moskov. We've seen this in previous weeks with that chase down as in the other games. We have wins again, scaling picks for Luke TZ. Once he gets online, he's the carry. He's gonna show up. He's gonna be the one chasing you down as a marksman. Now it's the Gatot here and the CC. A lot of ramp, a lot of DPS here for the side of CITU. But again, they need to forward this Yi Sun Shin as much as possible, or else he's gonna be a little bit useless if he falls behind. Now, wow, this is a very interesting pick here by
Nana.
USC. Is this a Nana? No. Okay, so there is a chance that this might be a little bit of a image. This might be a little bit of an image representation here being inside. A lot of bamboozlement. It could be Nana, it could be Nunu, or we have because we saw two Yi Sun Shins. There is YSS and there's XSS. Actually, it could be. But again, for you, the amount of they need to either play defensively for CITU, or they have to play for the scaling. But now we'll see who will come out on top here between CITU versus USC. Will they get swept, or will CIT take us to game number 3?
We'll find out an answer for that question pretty much soon as the game is started here in the land of Dawn. You see UTZ on towards his iconic Moskov, and indeed it's actually going to be the Nana on towards Dazai here.
Do you think this was very much deliberate? And they know what they do here. They know what they're pulling here with USC. We'll see how this Nana will generate value, especially because Nana, as much as possible, needs time to scale to become a very good damage carry later on, especially with that Molina Blitz. Wow, you do not underestimate that much damage just coming out from a Nana. And again, very good defensive here with that passive too.
I think the Nana's pick was mainly to try and play some traps to transform any rushing invaders here. But Mountain Shocker, the quick flicker away from Digger will save his life. Dazai, they're gonna escape the assassins of CIT U. Can't believe they're so quick with their fingers there. Mountain Shocker gets used.
Yes, actually, I think these are mostly comfort picks here by USC. We see this Moskov being picked chosen here by Luke DC. We know this Akaki.
Oh, Broccoli is gonna be bashing Digger in the head. First blood for CIT as they take down the roamer here for USC. Their USC is gonna be at a disadvantage towards taking this turtle dito. Broccoli spots out the Zai, and yun na nga, it's going to be Wish You Were Here who takes on the first turtle. Save God. He does have that hook right available. Both teams disengage.
Yes, and and a little bit earlier rotation here by Shiv God could have actually turned the fight more towards USC, especially with that hook from Ruby on top of the Molina bits coming from Dazai 1. But still, very good lead here by CITU. 1K ahead, but will get evened out a little bit more as the carries need to come online here for either side. Luke TZ, we need to check out the Spear of Destruction. These snipes here. Ooh, the River Wanderer, a little bit of a River Wanderer, but Wish You Were Here takes that, shows up a little bit. Ooh, and very, very, very clever freeze here by Shiv God, zoning out that CC. That CC needs to be close to that wave, and also need to get resources for that to happen, for there to be impact as this pick.
Yes, this is gonna be interesting as if God is freezing the lane on top. Luke TZ is also freezing the lane here in bottom as well. So it's like a battle of attrition here for both side lanes as they want to get to the late game as much as possible. Luke TZ, may pang-kidnap dito. Digger kidnaps. And the transform in the burst for Daz. I will take down Santi. Broccoli does not have enough damage to make a counterplay.
That's it, and this is what the lethal combo here. You have Digger. You can also have Shiv God hooking or displacing any of the carries by CITU, and then gets bursted down with that Molina Blitz coming from Dazai 1. And this is very, very important. They have to watch this out, or else USC might sweep them away from getting into a Game 3. Now, 4 seconds till the next Lord here. Bit of a skirmish here. We'll see who gets to rotate out first from the XP laners, as Wish You Were Here making a little bit of a poke, but already Mountain Shocker here scouts out Shiv God and Dazai 1. The rest of the team, CITU.
Turtle gets bursted down here in the backline. Broccoli gets bursted down, but the Revitalize will able to recoup the lost HP, and it's just gonna be a disengage again for USC as they're in the back foot for these objective fights.
Yes, the 2 turtles now being for the side of CITU. Though we've seen USC being put in the back foot. However, now we'll see if CITU can close this one out. But Vin won!
In the top lane, Fury of the Phoenix will connect on towards me here in the top lane, and that's just gonna be a big counterplay for CITU as they save Vin1's life in the top.
Dazai won with a slight flicker. Maybe he was a little bit delayed on that, or maybe it was just a mispress, but Dazai won, no flicker, possibly for the next turtle fight here. 17 seconds, and wow, Shiv God and the hook and the Molina Blitz has to work here in order for USC to open up a team fight.
Yes, either that or Digger's kidnap here on towards one of the key heroes for CITU. work wonders, as well as USC. Their lineup tends to be more towards the assassinate or the pick-off type strategy.
That is true. They need to make those engagements. But again,
They've got Mountain Shocker gets connect curtain call as well. They've got
Flicker.
has to commit on towards the flicker to save his life. But at what cost? The
counterplay.
turtle in the top lane falls down. Meanwhile, here in the bottom, Vlad is getting
Counterplay.
targeted by members here of USC. But again, no kills, but the tower for a tower.
Very good macro play here. Trading out here for CIT U's play on the top side. With the
Akaki!
Valkyrie!
Fury of the
Phoenix!
Phoenix! AUG! Sa Paul! Sumabog ang ulo dito ni Akaki and Luke TZ in the backline. Vlad is gonna chase him down as USC. They're too scared to fight back here.
Yes, and again, with USC, they have to do a lot of these pick-offs or else CITU will just run them over, especially when Vlad gets that Valkyrie state and goes ham, especially because we've seen a Freya just blitz down entire teams, mowing down especially, but they also have Bin 1 here, playing a little bit of keep away of
Hook on towards Ben 1 transform as well, but he was able to dash the kidnap here. The Revitalize will provide HP. But
Still alive!
Curtain call on towards the members. Pumasok na dito si Paring
Akaki!
Akaki. The bursts
Still
are
alive!
there!
No,
And Ben 1
he's
gets
still alive!
transformed. Digger will go back, but no members gets caught out, and it's just gonna be another disengage for both teams as no one has enough damage.
Nobody's dead! They all survived and with slivers of health. Bin 1, what seemed like to be an initial weapon. Already Mountain Shocker, Akaki! But Akaki just, quick clutch escape here by Akaki. But again, really good counter plays from both sides. Again, still 7 minutes into the game and it's still 3 kills on the board. Again, you're right. They are actually gonna go for the scaling fights here, especially with those pick-offs or just trying to play for really good hooks by ShivGod.
Yeah, and we see it here in the replay. Actually, the Spear of Destruction does not connect right there. But again, I just want to emphasize here that this Yison Shin from which we were here was executed perfectly. But the hook on towards Ben 1, AOG gets committed as well. Fury of the Phoenix will
He's
commit.
alive
Ben 1
again!
is able to survive. Digger, pinabasag ni yung ulo dito and he falls down. Broccoli gets counterplay. But Akaki finds a big kill. Ben 1 nakatakas ka na, pero bumalik pa siya, sayang.
He thought he could have gotten away with this, but already another global. They have 2 globals being expounded here. At the moment one global is used, another global is gonna be used to try to hunt down any stragglers. But again, I wanna highlight here with Bin 1 escaping with barely 1 or 3, barely an HP, but then goes back and gets sniped down by Luke TZ with that almost Spear of Destruction. But Dazai 1, Wish You Were Here, gets shut down with a Molina Blitz. Really good trade here by USC. But again, the gold is somewhat even, only just a 1k lead here by CITU. Again, these teams are very much toe-to-toe in terms of their kabagsikan. They're really going for their throats at trying to force each other off the map.
Definitely. And now that the Lord has spawned here, it looks like CITU again. Wish You Were Here. He does have that faster burst there, and it's just gonna be, I think, hard for USC to try and contest this Lord for now, I think.
Yes. But we have to give a little bit of control here of the objective side. You still have this. You have a lot of the waves being pushed by here. But Valkyrie stays. Fury of the Phoenix.
The Lord. It's gonna be Akaki. Spear of Destruction will connect. Luke TZ is here. In the back line, Santi falls down towards Akaki. He does have that Cyclone to escape. The members of the USC are chasing for more as Bin 1 gets targeted down. But the dash, ShivGod, he's eyeing down Broccoli. USC, they're hungry, but they just can't quite find the reach.
And Akaki finally gets his first Lord with his Retribution, and not by ShivGod or Santi. Wow, the first jungler to actually get, no, not really the first jungler, but still, you've got a very good steal, very good secure here by the side of USC, and the rest of the clean up here by the Warriors, taking out the rest Now the Lord is going to be pushing down the bot side here. What was once a lane push across all lanes here by CIT U. USC is now reversed, that they are now going to be hammering down the middle tower here, the inhibitor, as again the second level tower here for bottom lane is also going to be taken out. Holy shields being used. The rest, CIT U has to play defensive. They have to play keep away here, and it looks like USC is not gonna probe any further.
Yes, and they're just gonna back off on the lanes right now, but they're not gonna give up. They're gonna take the jungle to go as well for takeout. USC, as they want to give Akaki more and more of this jungle. You can see here in the items and the gold, Akaki is actually leading against Wish You Were Here in the jungle. Even though in the early game we see that Wish You Were Here, he did find that early game snowball, the perfect execution as a YSS. But again, the less clashes definitely gave Akaki more of the bounty gold.
Alright, but a good key purchase here by not just Akaki, but also by Digger with that Chastised Pauldron, canceling out a lot of damage because a lot of CITUs comes from basic attacks. So once with that Chastised Pauldron, reducing that attack speed and even some of the burst from the physical damage here by CITU. Very, very smart by. Meanwhile, Broccoli is still working with just the components. He needs somehow to slow down or at least mitigate the damage by Luke TZ's auto attacks, because he is going to be raining down hurt after hurt every time he presses that auto attack. But
Mountain Shocker.
wow!
He's going to be able to dodge away from that. Again, this quick engages by CATU, but it looks like USC, they're just faster, man. Just built different.
Automatic reflexes. Wish You Were Here, making for a really, really smart pick off here, trying to. However, Akaki was just faster. And you're right, he's just built different. He was him. But now, again, we now have to see. But okay, but Broccoli now also finally secures a Chastised Pauldron here. They have to, they can now somehow mitigate a little bit of the Luke TZ's rain of damage from this Moskov. However, again, the game is still USC favored with 5k gold lead, somewhat 5k. Again, Dazai 1 is not someone to be looked away from, especially with that Molina Blitz. He has two types of setups. He has Shiv God, he has the Tsunami Slam by Digger, providing so much control and just immediately lethal combo, taking away anyone from Safety who gets unluckily caught.
Yes, I agree, and I really like what Luke TZ was doing there. He was I think he could just use his Spear Destruction to rotate as fast as he can. But Lord falls down to 50% HP as USC decide to reset it for now. No, I think they want to focus on the hero first and not give CITU any chances here.
Yes, but looks like there might be a
Oh,
committal
Akaki
here.
is
Oh,
not here.
Santi is the
takes
one!
down the Lord. Wish
Santi-
You Were Here. It's really low, but he survives. Valkyrie descent. He finally finds the kill on towards Wish You Were
Bin
Here.
one.
But he falls
To run
down,
away.
I think, as Luke TZ.
TZ.
Oh! No, it's USC as they're mopping
Ooh.
down CITU. And 4 member sounds, si Bro, only na lang yung natitira. They
It's-
have the Lord, but it's still not gonna be enough.
AOG,
to
but gets
escape.
pinned down! No,
This
looks like
is
this might be
unfortunate.
GG. We have Akaki already. Digger going immediately pushing down, but the Lord is somehow just walks past by. There's one cannon minion, and it's going to be USC sweeping CITU down the rug, and it's USC completing, and not just. Oh my God! I have so many words to say. They have secured. They have shown that they are the reason why they are the leaders of this group. Wow.
I thought Akaki was gonna fall down there, but instead USC proved me wrong. I told you, bro, that Nana was definitely there to help against the initiates of CIT. Now it's USC clean sweeping CIT, and that was a well-deserved win.
And I can't believe it came after Jasanti stealing another Lord.
Yeah,
Wow.
Shanti, bro.
It is.
Lord
this team-
Stealer.
This team is a Lord. Both of these teams are thieves. They are robbers. They like to rob from each other. Whether it be Santi, Shiv God, Akaki, they eat objectives for fun. And wow, what a game. Both sides showing off. Both sides living up to this anticipated game. Still,
Good
of
game,
course,
yes.
good game. Still, USC, man.
Mr.
What a-
Steal Your Lord, Santi and Sivgod,
They
bro.
not just steal your lord, they also steal your base, they also steal
Yeah.
your wins. And what indeed they did. Now, of course, we already know USC is going to be moving on to the playoffs. They have already secured their spot. CITU will have to play one more so that they can secure to move on to the spot despite being second, especially. Now, want to give a big highlight, of course, to each
Yes,
each
definitely.
one. We have again. It was a battle of stealing who gets objectives, and still, good try. We all thought that Santi was gonna turn it around, but they got clean over again. Luke TZ, as you said, it gets Jover when Luke TZ gets online. He's gonna be chasing down everyone despite being afraid. It's a little bit of a replay from previous
Yes.
games because it was also another Freya on the enemy team that Luke TZ faced as a Moskov.
Yes.
And he somehow made it so easy. This guy.
Yes, definitely. And anyways, moving on, let's just pass this to our host, Nika, for some post-game.
Take it away. Take us away.
There you have it, CESAFI fans. That wraps up our last match for today with the USC Warriors coming out on top. But before anything else, we would also like to congratulate and recognize the CITU Wildcats for showing determination up until the very end. Wildcats, that was a really good game. And now together here with me is our MVP. We have here Akaki. So Akaki, how do you feel after dominating that match?
I feel great and happy.
Now, Akaki, how important is team communication during team fights?
Very important kay dapat kailangan dyan mag-communicate ang team kay para makabawon sa ang plans.
You know, Akaki, the USC Warriors are the leading in the MLBB division. So what is the Warriors plan moving forward?
Among plan kay mga kuan lang. Among i-keep up ang mga momentum niya, stay consistent para.
Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to?
Shout out to my friends, to Yawen, Vamos staff, Ivo, Serak, and Trisha.
There you have it, CESAFI fans, our MVP, Akaki. Once again, congratulations, and to the whole USC community. And now I'm passing it back to our casters, Kratos and Rare Candy. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Niga. Oh, wait. Looks like something's missing here. Here I am. Wow. That was indeed, truly one of the games. One of the best games. What a way to end this day with a banger. Big props to USC. And I love how Akaki, you would not think as somebody who won as the MVP for that
Yes.
last game would talk that way. Very, very, very
Nonchalant
opposite.
lang.
Very nonchalant, but still quite wholesome. And so much. Of course, he did get the MVP. You have Akaki. That again, we've talked about this
Yes.
earlier. Like we've seen this was a battle of two teams who like to steal lords without their junglers.
Yes.
And of course, he had to prove us wrong. Akaki, being the jungler that he is, gets one lord and of course has the MVP to show it for.
Very
To show for
well-deserved MVP badge here for Akaki. You know, the more MVPs for these players, I do want to see more of this jungler in the future with hoping a more consistent retribution ability.
Yes, very much so. And of course, and let's give a big to the Nana pick. Really, really daring here by USC to go with that. You did say, oh, this is the pick, and they did. They won with it, and I love what goes on with these players' heads. And they, despite a really, really good try here, still the Nana prevailed. The Molina Blitz were on point every time Shiv God or Digger takes one, someone is getting taken out with that Molina Blitz. And woo, again, Bin won this one here. Woo, he could have gotten away with it. And I was gonna say he can't keep getting away with this, but Akaki secures bin 1 away.
Yes.
And again, Lord steal objective after one another. You have Agaki, Digger, so much of this. And also Santi with the last Lord taking
Yes.
away, making sure like, oh, I need to do a one Lord steal highlight for this. You always want to see it.
Yes, definitely. And we see this is going to be the last clash, no? It's funny to say because the last clash was 4-8 in the standing. So single-digit standings for the last clash. And we're sure he was about to escape there. Akaki not letting it happen, just chasing him down. One of USC's strengths, actually. They're very chase down type of heroes, especially with Spear of Destruction, the dashes here from Akaki. And this is just the moment when you knew it was all over.
Bit of a wrong turn here, but still looking at the items with only Digger with fleeting time, as was Chastise Pauldrons and a Dream. Wow. Meanwhile, forcing so many defensive items here by the side of Broccoli. He has the Chastise Pauldron. And look at this Nana. 306. I don't think I saw her even pop her passive once. Very, very much, very strong USC. This is the team to beat in Group A.
Definitely.
Group B. Yeah, sorry. But each one of these players can be given a little bit of the highlight on their own in any of these games. CIT U, of course, you can't also just discount them just because they lost today. This team has what it takes to also take over and be the star of the show.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, moving on towards our standings, our updated standings for Group B. Anyways, we'll start with Group A first. Still, USGR ahead in Group A with 9 points, undefeated, and securing a spot in the playoffs. Right after them is going to be UC Maine with 6 wins as well, but with 2 losses. 9 points, tied with 9 points with USJR. Next up is going to be USPF with 5 points, 4 wins, 3 losses. And Benedicto College, as we know earlier, bagging their first win, are having 6 losses with only 1 point. And at the bottom is going to be CDU with 0 wins and 6 losses.
Yes, still very much. They still have the chance to change up the seedings. But let's review about Group B. USC, 11 points. Now, moving on to the playoffs. One of the two teams, USC and USJR, going off to the playoffs. CITU, 5 points, and CEC. CITU and CEC still have to decide who gets to be the second team that gets into playoffs. They have to play a little bit more with 4 wins and 3 losses, yielding 5 points. CEC, an inverse, 3 wins and 4 losses with 4 points. UCLM just following a little bit more with the same score as CEC with 3 wins and 4 losses, yielding 4 points. And of course, big shout, big hand to UPC, who fought valiantly. However, they are now taken out from this season with still with 0 points, making them
Yes.
we'll see them next season. They put up a valiant fight, but of course the show has to go on. And of course,
Yes.
this
Definitely, no. USC was definitely cooking there. And you know what else is cooking?
What?
Virginia. You know,
Yes.
Basta Hot Dog.
Virginia. Yes, I love what they're always cooking. Do you have something to cook there?
No, what do you mean?
Oh, okay. Because it looks like you're holding something, and it feels like you were gonna hit me with something. Oh, you're okay. Oh, now.
Okay,
Alright.
but next up, guys, we have to thank our next sponsor, which is going to be Smart PLDT. But Smart, live more today.
Yes, thank you to our phones. They get to live more with internet.
Yes.
Thank you so much to Smart PLDT, leading us to a
Inspire
better tomorrow,
Filipinas, yes.
and being inspired even more with the PLDT Wi-Fi. Smart and PLDT, big thanks to you guys.
Yes. And PC Express for providing that equipment, especially for tomorrow, no? And the
Yes.
Valorant tournament.
We don't get to enjoy that, but still, for
Thank
all
you.
your digital needs, go to PC
PC
Express.
Next, we have Crayon Lab for your one-stop shop for premium prints and custom designs.
Yes, and yes, I hope they actually come up with very sleek designs, because you'll be seeing more very wacky fits, especially tomorrow, because again, we are still week 4. We are going to keep doing our crazy hat week, so expect more from the Valo team.
Yes, definitely. And we also want to thank our Smart Sports and Pusupi. We're live on their app as well. And aside from that, we're also live in Facebook pages of MSL and MSC. If you guys are watching over there, make sure to follow us on our Facebook page as CESAFI Esports League. Follow us our YouTube channel, same title, CESAFI Esports League as well, and on our TikTok as well. We provide regular updates there, and yeah, provide more chicas there as well.
And yes, and if you missed today's game, you can definitely recheck it on our stream by checking us out, and also even checking out our other stream pages. We have MSL and provided by MCL2. That those you will not miss out. You can definitely go back all the way to week 1.
Yes.
And of course, big thanks to CIT U, our third, fourth, our definitely
league.
our home for CESAFI
Yes.
Esports League. We have been graced with their
Yes.
generosity, letting us stay here for pretty much the entire season.
It's been a blessing to be here, guys, and it's been a fun night, a fun day to be here as your voice for CIT and USC. It's your friendly neighborhood shoutcaster, Kratos.
And of course, it's been an honor and a pleasure and a sweet experience casting with you guys. It's me, Rare Candy. You can check us out on our individual pages. We have at Rare Candy Cast or at RC Cola on Instagram.
Yes. So make sure you guys check us out. But for now, let's pass this on towards our host.
Nika, take us away!
Thank you so much for that, casters. And that wraps up our week 4, day 7 here in the CEL. And of course, we would like to congratulate our winners for today's matches. We have USPF versus BC with the Panthers taking their win. CSC versus UCLM and the CSC took their victory. CDU versus UC Maine with UC Maine securing the victory. And CITU versus USC with the Warriors coming up on top. Thank you so much, guys, for giving us heated matches today. And of course, catch us tomorrow for more Valorant actions. We have CSC versus CDU, UC Maine versus USJR, USC versus BC, and of course, UCLM versus UPC. And once again, thank you so much, CESAFI fans. We'll see you tomorrow. Same energy, same fire, right here in the CESAFI Esports League.
You keep on running around with other women in town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I keep on telling you where you don't come home from my town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've had enough of these games. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've had enough of these games. You keep on running.